Yeah, I think it's called self-esteem. It's not called we esteem. So I think that's what he's focused on there. So she can love herself all she want as long as she put a man first. As long as he don't see no holes in her game regarding how much she loves herself. Don't give a fuck what's going on in her head. You know what I'm saying? Long as my plate made and all that before them kids, fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? So as long as she doing all the shit that need to be done, that self-esteem could be as high as possible. And I don't think Sweeney was totally off base. The men that you want, that you're gonna have to get, Andre, you're not gonna like that nigga, but you're gonna love him and you're gonna respect him. Trust me, because that he gonna be just like Sweeney said. And so with those men who out here grinding and getting it, you're gonna have to be self-sustained. And I think Sweeney said rich, but really what it is just that drive. He not gonna be home. He gonna be working, doing shit, YouTube and whatever else he do. And you're gonna have to self-sustain. That's why that loving yourself and then pouring into yourself is so important in that at that juncture.
I disagree with you. I feel like
Why?
Because I feel like it's I feel like
Hey, look, JR, put me next to her, please. The hell you disagreeing with me for?
because the man that I want is not going to be anything that Sweeney would ever be able to understand. So I don't believe that. And then it's like at the same time, it's like if a person is a liar, because I feel like that's what we're referring to, right? Like Sweeney was saying, if this person is lying to me.
No, not that person. My bad, not that person. The person before that's never gonna be able to turn that energy off. Like he gonna be just like Sweeney said. I promise you.
Like what do you mean? Liar?
He not gonna be super nice. There's not gonna be a lot of negotiation. If you want to argue, it's not gonna go how you think it's gonna go. But you're gonna enjoy it. But you're gonna be like, I don't like this nigga, but I love him. You know, like Jody syndrome type shit.
Yeah, but that happens all the time.
To you.
So, huh?
To you. That's your speed. That's why.
No, I don't think the Jody thing is really, I mean, I don't know, maybe it does work for me, but whatever. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day.
All right, JR, she good now. She back in her. All right, she good now. Can you put me? All right, cool. She was bothering me for a second.
So go on about the liar thing. I want to hear more about that. Go on.
What do you mean? I think that goes for anybody, whether you're a man or a woman. If you can't be honest with others, you're not being honest with yourself. You're being a liar. When you look in the mirror, you don't like who you see.
And you really don't like yourself because you don't even trust yourself to tell the truth that somebody might actually accept it. You're so scary, basically.
Well, I don't know because I think because we're saying this about self. See, to not lie to somebody else, you have to care about what others or how others feel. Because let's say for the sake of argument, he didn't lie to you and you found out. And he said, okay, well, I didn't have to tell you. Like, for instance, if you go on that girls trip, you're going to come home and tell him, yeah, while I was on the girls trip, I was out there wilding out up in dudes' laps and giving lap dances and stuff. No, you're going to probably keep that to yourself. Because we also established that omission is not lying. I mean, it's also lying on a few shows ago. So if he goes and does what he wants to do and he doesn't tell you, that's not him. His honesty is not dependent on his self-love.
I think
his self-love is not dependent on his honesty with you. But this is under the assumption. Hold on. This is under the assumption that you say people get to do what they want. I don't believe people get to do what they want.
That's all I was trying to say. Like, I'm just going by the fact that you're saying you can do what you want. So that's why I gave like a crazy scenario about women because.
So what I'm saying is this. You can, and this is the problem with society today. Like, I feel like we try to convince each other and everyone else that self-love looks like being someone who's a piece of shit. No, you can love yourself and be completely honest with somebody. You can love yourself and not walk around lying to people. You can love yourself and not have a closet life. I mean, if you really love yourself, let's talk about really loving yourself. When you look in the mirror, like, let's really have that honest conversation. How many people can have a conversation where they look in the mirror and really love and enjoy who they are, and when they go to sleep, they can sleep peacefully because they love themselves and they know they're a good person because they're honest, they're transparent, they can be vulnerable, they can be honest even if it hurts somebody's feelings. Honesty is love. So
I had to choose myself. Because care of yourself is self-care.
Watch a cycle now.
You got to stand on business.
Andrea, Jasmine, Zion. I'm just playing with y'all.
That's
But no, like
funny.
seriously though, because I think
Nah,
I
yo,
think
so oh my bad. That's funny.
I think when we and this, like I said, this is under the assumption we're talking about somebody that wants to do whatever they want. A person who I think when we're talking about people involving other people. So of course you can love yourself and don't care and love whoever exactly the type of person you are, but that doesn't mean that the world is going to rock with you when you do that. That's why a lot of people do what they want and they don't necessarily tell everybody what they're doing. Because just because you love what you're doing doesn't mean that everybody's going to love what you're doing. It's the seeking validation and it's that level of validation, or if you want the results that you want, a lot of people lie to get it.
But that's
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yo, what he just said was that he can walk into the world and walk into a room and not care what other people has to say about you. So that's exactly what he was saying. So I mean, that's what self-love is about. Like, it's when people start to say things about you or bring up things like how it's not letting outside things affect how you feel about yourself. So yeah, that's gonna come with pushback. That's gonna come with people not understanding you or choosing to like have you misunderstood. It's all of that is gonna come with the territory, because a lot of people are uncomfortable when they see someone loves themselves. People are
what's be wrong?
I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar that he has things that he know about himself that he would hate for the world to know. I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar.
All right, let's get Lady Di and Jasmine and whoever else haven't spoken.
So as long as whatever your self-love look like is considering, like if you're in a relationship, marriage, you're considering your partner, your children, then I think that that's fine. But don't just, take them out the picture and do what you want to do.
Well, Jasmine, what are your thoughts about to love yourself more than you love him?
I definitely agree with what Country Wayne was saying. Just because it's harder when you're in a situation and you're insecure and you just not, super confident in yourself and you're in a relationship and you're just loving that man so much. And you're leaning on him to pretty much be, like you said, your cheerleader, bigging you up, making you feel good. And that could get exhausting for him over time. And he'll just, he might start leaning more towards somebody that's a little more confident or a little more, anything. So I feel like I've been through a lot of years of, not a lot of years, but a lot of therapy. So I've gotten to the point now where it's like, you can't tell me nothing about me. Like, cause I'm me, I love me, I am who I am, and you're going to get what you get. So it's like now, because I love me so much, I'm not pressed about, whatever he got going on, but I'm still very considerate of my partner. So it's just, you still love him, but you gotta love you more, so that way you can give the best of you to the situation. Like, I'm giving you whole me, I'm giving you healed me. I'm not giving you unhappy me, insecure me, sad me, trauma me. Like, I'm giving you, I love me. This is bad where I'm giving you the best version, the best that I got, like Anita Baker said, and then you're gonna be really happy. So I think that's